Good morning and welcome to our live coverage of Starlink Group 9-5 mission from West Coast, that is from Pad Space Launch Complex 4 East at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. We hope you all are doing fine and excited about the upcoming launch. Hello, my name is Dipta Maitra, performing the commentary for today's mission launch. Before moving on to the mission details, firstly on behalf of AstroYonder team, we express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone for being a part of today's launch. We really appreciate you being here. Big thanks to our amazing YouTube community for being here today as we provide detailed coverage of space launches, complete with extensive stats and thorough insights. Let's take a look at today's payload details for Starlink Group 9-5 mission. Today's launch marks the 59th dedicated Starlink launch for this year. Just a couple of minutes back, we saw the booster supporting the Starlink 8-6 mission. After landing, it tipped off. Starlink satellites are built at SpaceX Satellite Development Facility in Redmond, Washington. Today's launch consists of 21 version 2 mini satellites, which will include 13 dedicated Starlink satellites with direct-to-cell capabilities. Each Starlink satellite is equipped with powerful 5 advanced Ku-band phased array antennas and 3 dual-band parabolic antennas, which utilizes Ka and E-band to provide increased capacity. These antennas altogether utilizes Ku, Ka, and E-band frequencies, allowing Starlink to provide high bandwidth connectivity, that is the 4 times more capacity per satellite than earlier versions. Each satellite features a dual solar array with a size of 52.5 square meters, which unfurls to a wingspan of 100 feet. Also, it has a high capacity battery to provide power to the payloads. The 2 solar arrays are aeroneutral, which enables faster on-orbit maneuvers. And these on-orbit maneuvers helps them to avoid any collision with any other spacecrafts and space junks. Each Starlink satellite contains 3 space laser transponders, that is optical inter-satellite links for intercommunications, operating at up to 200 Gbps. This also enables the spacecraft to transmit data without local ground stations, providing truly global coverage. Each Starlink version 2 mini satellite weighs nearly 800 kilograms, that is 1763 pounds. Starlink satellites are equipped with efficient ion Hall effect thrusters powered by argon, which enable Starlink satellites to orbit race, maneuver in space, and deorbit at the end of their useful life. Today's payload will be placed in an orbit with an altitude of 293 kilometers with an inclination of 53.16 degrees. But this configuration does not apply to every Starlink satellite. These Starlink satellites are placed in different configurations based on their group. Starlink uses custom-built navigation sensors named Star Tracker that surveys the stars to determine each satellite's location, altitude, and orientation for best possible broadband throughput. Each satellite contains 4 reaction wheels, providing agile attitude control for the vehicle as well. The hot spare configuration ensures high reliability operation, and its aluminum flywheel is fully demisable at the end of its life. The Starlink satellites are equipped with an autonomous collision avoidance system on board for avoiding collisions with other spacecrafts and space junk autonomously, which utilizes the US Department of Defense debris tracking database. Speaking of SpaceX direct-to-cell satellite technology, direct-to-cell is a technology developed by Starlink team. In easy words, it's like having a cell phone tower in space. This technology allows your cell phone to connect directly to satellites. Now, if we are in a remote area where there is no cell tower nearby, normally in that case we won't get any signal on our phones. But with direct-to-cell satellite technology, our phones can get a signal directly from a Starlink satellites overhead. It is designed to work with common LTE standards with absolute no changes to hardware, firmware, or special apps required. Whether you are on land, lakes, coastal waters, or even in the air, as long as you can see the sky, you can get a signal. This provides connectivity in remote regions, giving you peace of mind when you need it the most. Recently, Starlink made its first video call on X using unmodified mobile phones connected to Starlink direct-to-cell satellites. Earlier, we did witness textual communication via these satellites. Now, Starlink plans to launch the service with T-Mobile later this year. With the recent inclusion of South Sudan, let's take a look at the countries where Starlink's low latency high speed internet is now available. And as of the current status, Starlink is delivering its high speed low latency internet services to more than 100 countries and territories. Also worth mentioning, previously Madagascar and Sierra Leone is also now getting the service of Starlink. Now let's take a look at the flight record for the booster supporting today's Starlink 9-5 mission. Previously it supported Crew 9, one of the commercial resupply mission, that is CRS-29, NASA space mission, one of the rideshare mission, Transporter 10. Recently we did got to witness the Transporter 11 mission launching 116 payloads to space. Next, the supporting booster for today's mission previously supported European Space Agency's Earth Gear mission. One classified launch for US Space Force, that is NROL-186 mission, and moreover it did supported 2 Starlink missions. The last mission supported by today's booster supporting the mission was the NROL 186 mission. Well guys, I think there is an update from SpaceX. Although it was quite evident that after they suffered that booster loss, so today we won't be having any launch for Starlink 9-5 mission. SpaceX is standing down for today's Vandenberg launch of Starlink 9-5 mission, as the team needs time to review the booster landing data from the previous launch of Starlink 8-6 mission. And so far now we don't have any updates from SpaceX for the next launch date. We will be also sharing it as soon as we get any update, so keep an eye on our X handle. Previously the booster with tail number 1062 marked it record-breaking 23rd flight for today, but unfortunately while landing on a short follow Gravitas drone ship, it tipped off, and as far from the webcast we got to see that it fell off and it did got bursted, although it's unclear. We didn't got any confirmation from SpaceX yet. So anyways, for now, with that we will wrap up our coverage. Be sure to check out our social media handle on X for the latest happenings in space industry and updates on upcoming launches. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We appreciate you being here joining us for today's launch. Wishing everyone a great week ahead. Thanks for watching. This is AstroYonder Live and me, Dipta, signing off for now, and we will see you next time.